Hi again. In this video, we will give you a basic overview of the CPT Manager, a tool that serves to model system processes and generate the test paths with constraints. The goal is to give you an idea of how it works and what it can do. This summer, we are planning to prepare a much more detailed user guide, which will be available in this channel. The first question is how to access the tool. The CPT Manager is a web application, and for non-commercial and educational purposes, you are able to use a free hosted version, which is available via the link below this video. When you access it, you will see a screen like this. Many functions of the CPT Manager are publicly available even without login, but to save your diagrams systematically and to use all the functions, you need to create an account in the system. This is simply because, for some functions, the system just needs to remember who is accessing it. So, create an account in the system and log in. On the left side, in the same fashion as in the development environments, you have a project tree. There are 3 basic folders: public models, your private models, and models you share in a team. In the middle of the screen, you can draw a model using the model editor. You can also import the models in an open JSON format, and this summer, the tool will also allow you to import them in Plant UML and Mermaid formats. The right panel is used for the metadata of the model itself, or later for the metadata of individual model elements. Let's have a quick look at how to create a system process model directly in the editor. First, we need to name the diagram and select a folder where it will be saved. Then we can start creating the diagram. Let's add a process starting node and a few other nodes by using the buttons in the editor. It's simple. Just to recap, a node models an action, function, or decision in the process to test. And don't forget to save the diagram. Autosave is not turned on automatically. Now we can connect the nodes that represent actions in a system under test by edges that represent transitions between these actions. We do this by dragging the mouse from one node to another. Now, we can see how the model's end nodes have different symbols from other nodes. Properties of individual model elements can be changed using the right-hand panel. Scroll down in the Properties bar, and you will find the properties available for individual elements. For example, we can add labels to nodes and edges, change the color of edges and nodes, or change the size of nodes. These graphical properties can make the model readable more easily. Let's add more nodes and edges, just for this short introduction. We can export an image of it to a PNG file by clicking on the icon at the top of the model editor. Import and export functions of the model in JSON, Oxygen, and Plant UML formats are available when you click on the 3 dots in the top panel. By clicking on the model's name in the left-hand panel, more icons show up, and we can copy or delete our model. Functions related to organizing folders can be found when you click on the 3 dots next to the folder name. You can share your model with more users by clicking the blue Manage Access button in the right-hand panel. That allows for teamwork when more test analysts collaborate on models. Also, the CPT Manager has an original feature, which is the ability to share your models publicly. This feature is there not for internal project testing, of course, but to create public datasets of anonymized system models that would later help the research and development community to develop better algorithms that compute the test paths. It's great to have such a benchmark dataset available because you can objectively compare how the algorithms that compute the test paths perform and improve them. If your model does not contain sensitive information and you would like to contribute, you can publish it in a public folder. This can be done by clicking the green button in the Access Control section. The model is then submitted to the administrator to review it, and when approved, it becomes publicly available. We will talk about the first public dataset of such models in a separate video later. To get a rough idea, just for now, you can find a paper about this by clicking the link below this video. Now back to the CPT Manager. The tool has more functions for creating and editing the model, but for now, let's focus on computing the test paths. Let's start with the simple option. The environment has an algorithm for the basic path-based testing model we described earlier in this tutorial. So, we will not use constraints in the first example. To get there, switch the right-hand panel to Scenario part. Keep Process selected and click on Generate Process Test Set. In the dialog, you can switch test depth level, that is, a TMAP next notation option for test coverage. Just to recap, TDL1 is equivalent to edge coverage, and TDL2 is equivalent to edge pair coverage. Now, click Generate. After a few seconds, the test paths are ready, and you can see them at the bottom of the right-hand panel. There, you can also export them to a JSON file. To see the test paths highlighted directly in the model, click on one of the eye icons near each test path. Now, let's see how to add the constraints to the model. Switch to the Groups tab and click the new CPT Pair button. For the easy example, we can use the negative type of constraint and 2 nodes, which would obviously restrict a part of the workflow from being visited by test paths. We have used the nodes D and A. When the constraints are turned on, they are highlighted in the model, each type by a specific color. The negative type is red, for instance. Let's save the model and generate the test paths again. This time, we will switch to the CPT tab in the right-hand panel. Click on Generate CPT Test Set, and in the dialog, name the set of test paths and select CPA algorithm to start. There are multiple algorithms, and for exact differences, check the link below this video. To put it simply, the CPA algorithm gives the best balance between its short runtime and the quality of the set of test paths. This is the case now, as of spring 2026, but we will create even better algorithms in the future. And here we go with the test paths. You can check that none of them goes through the part of the workflow we restricted by adding the negative constraint. This is very simple and far more effective than just filtering or twisting the test paths generated by some of the general algorithms that would support the basic path-based testing model only. Try the tool with more types of constraints that are available in the CPT model. If you wish to use the tool for non-commercial and educational purposes, we offer free tool hosting via the link below this video. On-premises installation is perfectly possible as well, so if you would like to install and use the tool in a local environment, get in touch with us. That's it for the basic introduction of the CPT Manager. Later, we will publish more videos with a detailed user guide.